Hello everybody, welcome back to Hyrule Bike Challenge. Today I'm going to be trying to PB again. We'll see if I can do that. I haven't PB'd since yesterday, and I mean obviously who expects to PB every single day, but you know, I would like to PB again because my PB was not that great. I'll be honest, kinda had a trash Zoro's Domain. It was hot Garbo. So this is going to be hotter Garbo. This run is going to be the hottest garbage that exists. But somehow it's still going to PB because that's just how bad my last PB was. Anyway, we're getting up there in runs. I have racked up a lot of those attempts just today. Well, not like most of them or anything, but like maybe 15 or so of those attempts. Those weren't full attempts, obviously. I didn't spend 15 half hours. That's like 7.5 hours of my day just grinding away at this. No. I spent maybe like 5 hours tops on this category. I think that's also like a little bit much. How much time did I spend on this today? The answer is apparently not enough because I have not PB'd all day, and it's wonderful. But yeah. Everything else aside, I think that this run has the potential to be pretty good. I mean, like, a lot of my runs I was getting good segments, and so I think that's the recipe for having a decent run overall. Now, this is my first attempt of playing this evening. So I'm playing, I'm doing this run in the evening, but I haven't done an attempt in like 2-3 hours, which, you know, doesn't seem like that long, but pretty much what it means is I just need to like warm up a little bit and get the controls back into my fingers just a little bit. Obviously it's not terrible because I've played today, but you know, just getting back into the finesse of it, because there's a specific way you have to use everything and do everything if you want it to go perfectly. Of course, I don't expect it to go perfectly, but I would like to set myself up for success rather than failure. So, you know, I do try to do things as well as I can. Okay, here we go. This is actually going stellarly. Stellarly? Yes, that word that I just said and came out of my mouth. You know what? This might be like a 2-second green, which is really, really good. Okay, here we go. And split. Okay, 1.5 seconds. Well, 1.6, but still. 1.5 seconds. It's good time save. Let's see if we can keep it up, or at least light green this next segment. I don't want to go into the red unless I absolutely have to. And there's no reason that I should have to. So pretty much what I'm saying is that I do not plan on going into the red on this segment. Okay, here we go. And we turn a little bit. Turn a little bit again. Wonderful. Guys, this is max time save right here. You're watching it. This is MLG Gaming, max efficiency, real-time speedrunning, guys. This is, I don't know what I'm talking about. My brain is not in sync with my mouth and words at this moment. But yes, you are watching Epic Gaming right now. Isn't this awesome? Honestly though, this category is surprisingly difficult. I mean, like, going into it, I thought it'd be kind of like a chillax. I mean, compared to some categories, it is pretty chillax. It's, I don't know. It's not a horribly hard category. It's not, you know, super, like, button mashing and, like, constantly doing all sorts of tricks that could lose you, like, 30 seconds or gain you, 2. You know, it's not stuff like that, but it's getting there. For the most part, a lot of it is directional controls, honestly. Like, a lot of getting a really good run in this category is putting in the right directional controls. And you're saying, wait, but you don't turn that much. What do you mean, like, the most complicated part about this is directional controls? Well, the thing is, not all of it's turning either. You know, a lot of it's also, like, where Link is shifting his body weight on the bike. Because you can do wheelies and you can, like, lean forward on the handlebars. And those two things, which are, like, the forward and backward controls, or the forward and backward directions on the D-pad, those can... What am I saying? Okay, whatever. I'm getting off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, those things actually make a huge difference in how the run goes. So, like, there's a lot more to do with it than just, like, you know, holding A, turning left and right, you know. I don't know. This category has kind of surprised me with what it's done. And I'm kind of surprised it stayed alive this long. I didn't realize, when I first started doing this category, how passionate, I guess the top runner in this category is. I mean, like, he's really, really good at this, and he's, I don't know, it's really respectable how good and how, I guess, experienced he is with this category and its different nuances and stuff like that. I don't know, I'd say I'm a mediocre runner in this category. Although I hold second place on the leaderboard, well, the leaderboard doesn't currently say that I hold second place on the leaderboard, but although my top run is second on the leaderboard, that doesn't change the fact that, like, it's, you know, I'm one of the 2 people who actively run this category, and then the third who, like, semi-actively runs the category is better at this than me. It's just he doesn't have, or he or she hasn't done a run in a pretty long time, so, you know, it's kind of wonderful. But yeah, we'll see if I'm able to actually beat my own time, and then maybe even get the world record. I don't know. It's kind of interesting because I seem to know, or, like, for the most part, I kind of know what I need to do to get the world record run. It's just that I can never execute it. Anyway, I'll predict that we'll go 3 seconds into the green. You know, actually, I should wait until I have a good time. But just based on how this has gone, we'll go 3 or 4 seconds into the green for this. That's my guess. Though this is looking like it might be a little bit faster. This is looking pretty fast. Who knows? This might actually be a really good time. And... woo! Okay, messed up on the bucket. That's significant time loss. Great. Not gonna get that gold that I hoped that might have been possible. But we did go 4 seconds in. So if I hadn't bumped on that bucket, I think I probably could have gotten like 6 seconds ahead. It's always kind of hard because, like, that's technically like half a second faster as long as you don't mess up. Or I think it's a half a second faster. It was half a second faster when I was comparing the 2 ways to go about that. So, you know, that just means that either I'm right or I'm really bad at timing. Which, I wouldn't be surprised by the latter. I'll be honest. I'm not great at timing. I think that just goes for most things, like, you know, timing, as in, like, I'm not very good with a stopwatch, and also, my, I guess, would it be, like, delivery is poor, or, like, you know the kind of timing I'm talking about, like, being able to do things at the perfect time. That's also a little bit questionable. Okay, here we go. But, you know, that's... Like, oh, gosh. Oh, no, no, no. Link, listen, buddy. Buddy, I tried to steer you away from that. But you just didn't lean enough. You gotta lean into it, man. Oh, gosh. Speaking of leaning into it. Lean, Link. Lean forward. Very far forward. Let's see if I can gold this split. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, guys. This is a very, very bad segment. I'm going to red this split. But, as long as I can be in the green at a no-go, I'll be happy with this run. Because a no-go is where it has to happen. And even if it doesn't happen, I'd like to have that safety net of a green. So we'll see. I probably won't... You know what? I might not go into the red for this. Or I'll probably go like half a second or so in the red. I'm not going to go like 10 seconds in the red or anything. Unless I mess this up. Then I might go 10 seconds in the red. But we'll see. Okay, here we go. If you get the right angle on that, the fastest way to go about that is to actually just go around this and not even bother going up that hill. But the thing is, if you get the angle wrong, it's actually faster to... It all depends on, like, where you land after going over that little fence. And, like, the angle that you land at. But the fastest possible way is to be, like, pointing way to the left of that ramp and just... going all the way around, because that, like, you don't have as much incline to go over. This is actually surprisingly fast. Okay, whatever. Get off. There we go. 1, 1, 2, 3. Throw it all in. Get on the bike and go. This is actually faster than I expected to be. How am I this far ahead, even though I've made that many mistakes? Did I just have like a garbage gold? Is my best segment on this a piece of poo, if you will, a piece of garbo? I'm still in the green by quite a bit. Surprising, but you know, a welcome surprise. Okay, we'll see if I can do this skip well. The reason I'm saying that in such a hesitant way is because I'm hesitant to try this, because the skip rarely goes well. But on the occasion that it does, it is significantly faster than the latter. It saves like a second, and that's significant. Every time I see like a noob minute pass, for some reason, something in the corner of my eye tells me to, like, look at the stopwatch. And then I'm like, oh, it's because the first second is passing. Oh. Guys, this may be another gold. Probably not. But it will definitely be a light green. Like, that was not bad at all. That was about as good as the best time I've ever done, if not better. I cannot see at all, but I'm really hopeful that I'm going in the right place because my beacon is telling me that I am, and I trust my beacon placing. Except for Kakariko. I messed up the Kakariko skip beacon. Like, it's in a slightly wrong place. It's way to the right. But, you know, I'm fine with that. I can usually see exactly where I need to go from the woods outside wetland. So, it's not a huge deal. It's just a little bit annoying. Here we go. Get ready for that gold. Get ready for that gold. Yeah, 0.7 second gold. Though, yeah, that is a 0.7 second gold because my PB had that best segment. So we'll see if this can be faster than ever. I probably messed it up a little bit, so it might be slower actually, but we'll see. Okay, we're going for that gold beacon. Okay, and here we go. I think this is good. This is a good path to be on. I think this is fast. Pretty fast. Not like ultra fast, but pretty fast. As long as I'm still in the green by the time I get to a no-go, I'm good. I'm fine, I'm happy. Honestly, that shouldn't be any problem unless I lose significant time here because of my stupid skip that I haven't completely worked out, but I really want to work on. I literally just jump a fence. Oh, I lost 0.4 seconds. Doesn't surprise me. I haven't gotten that that little fence quite 100% figured out, but there should be a way, and I think I've done it once, where you're able to ramp up there and hop over that fence in one go, miss all the trees, and just have a very happy time instead of going around and dodging through trees and all that fun stuff. Though those trees are pretty far apart, so really you don't have to dodge through trees. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying to make my my side more appealing, guys. Am I doing it right? Is it working? Do you guys prefer to jump the fence? I mean, hardcore parkour, guys, right? That's what you want during all of your speedruns. Oh, that might be the fastest I've ever done that. That was pretty nifty, pretty sick, pretty sweet, if you will. This, on the other hand, is going to be rough. Very rough. I take that back. That was actually... no, that was rough. Oh, but that was beautiful. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah. As long as I can manage to not get shot by guardians, this should go pretty well. We'll see. Okay, that's going to be better than my PB, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to be gold or anything, which I think golding a lot of these segments is pretty possible. I just have to do it like perfectly and not mess a ton of stuff up, like running into trees. Like, that was perfect except for the fact that I turned into a tree very slowly too. It was kind of just a very sad moment of me being very stupid. You know, a lot of these runs, it's like the bike, like a lot of the moments where I mess up, it's like the bike is insufferable and I'm like, I can't deal with this. And a lot of the times it's just me being incessantly stupid. In fact, I'd say that's most of the times. I mean, you could argue that the fact that I don't know how to deal with the bike after this long is pretty stupid, and then it'd be all of the times, but, you know, we don't talk about that. Okay, here we go. And boom. We're gonna try to make it as far as we can before... Oh, that was a gold. That was a gold. It was like a 1 second gold, too. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw it all in. Get on the bike and go. We're gonna make a no-go amazing. We're going to make awesome time a no-go. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be wonderful. We might gold this split, honestly. I mean, probably not, because it's actually my best time on this is pretty good. But it definitely won't be super far behind gold. I'll say that. I just really like that I'm 13 seconds ahead of my PB. Because if I manage to keep that time, or like close to that time, then that's like a really, really far world record. In fact, that would be on pace to only be, oh, that's only 8 seconds slower than my goal time for this category, which is awesome. Can I make the other 8 seconds? Can this be my 38:15 run? The answer's probably no, and I really wish it was yes, but I'd like to think that this is my 38:15 run. In fact, I'm going to make this my 38:15 run, and anything that happens along the way is unfortunately a small roadblock to my success. But hey, we're here to PB, so I mean, if I PB by a lot, great. If I only PB by a little, at least I still PB'd. That's what it is. Though it does get legitimately frustrating when I do PB by 0.2 seconds, because then it's barely a PB, and then I just have trash segments. But yeah, that's a completely different thing. Okay, here we go. This probably won't be a gold or anything, but it'll be a green. Like a dark green. We'll see. Yeah, that's a dark green. Oh gosh. That was time loss. That was a lot of unnecessary time loss right there. But at least I didn't fall in the water, and I think I did that during my PB. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm doing it this way. I don't care. Cave skip isn't that big of a deal. I just might have to fight some keys because of it. Here we go. Here's hoping. Okay. Get up. Okay, and we go. Okay, and on the bike and go. So now we go. Cool, everything's loaded. This is bad. This is like significant time loss. Probably not going to put me in the red, honestly, because my PB was also really bad. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay. And go. And there we go. That's funny. I lost milliseconds on that. That was apparently as bad as during my PB. And this is hopefully going to be better. And then I can just stay 15 seconds ahead perpetually for the rest of the run. Literally, this just needs to be my PB for the rest of the run. And then, like, it just needs to match my former PB for the rest of the run, and then we've got world record. Okay, that was a little bit rough. A little bit of time loss. But I don't think it was more than during my PB. So I think I might green this split. Let's see. Okay, waiting for Zora's Domain, and boom. Oh, I lost 3 seconds. Okay, that's fine. You know, there's quite a bit of time saved to be had during the Sokola Bridges to Thim's Bridge segment. So I think I should be fine up until then, at least. Okay, and we go 1, 1, 2, 3. Throw it all in the bike. Get on the bike and go. Okay. And over this hill should be a little dip that I don't want to get into. And then we just keep going this way. Cool. This is it. This is fast. This is good. Watch me gold Sokola Bridges. Because it wouldn't be hard at all, considering my best Sokola Bridges is very, very slow. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate time loss, but it'll be fine. I still think we're on track to get a pretty good run, regardless. As long as I don't lose time over the next couple of splits, I'll be fine. Whereas, if I lose 4 seconds across the next, like, 4 or 5 splits, however many are left, then I'll still be happy. Because then that would be world record. And that would be insane. That would be my first ever world record. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this shapes up. We'll see how this works out. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be very, very careful about this. Come on. Okay. And then we gotta slow down a lot here. Cool, that was unfortunately slow, but in fact that's going to actually be some major time loss. I just realized, do you have to have Terrytown complete? Or you have to like have at least part of Terrytown done to do this run? I wonder if it says that in like the run requirements. Because if you don't have Terrytown done, then you can't go to Terrytown. Oh, wait, but if you pass over this specific area. So you can do this run pre-Terrytown. It's just you're not going to get your best time unless you've completed Terrytown. That's interesting. I guess I never thought about that. Though it might say in the run requirements that you have to have Terrytown done. I don't know. It's been a little bit since I've checked the run requirements, I'll be honest. Because I've met all the requirements for a while. And so therefore, I kind of just didn't think about them. Okay, here we go. Saved 0.5 seconds on my PB, which is good. Now I've got 7 seconds to save here. And I intend to save all 7, but I'll probably save like 3. Maybe 2. We'll see. I'm hopeful that I'll save a lot. It just might be the case that I'll save a little. Either one's fine, because time save is time save, and time save is good. That's what I say. It's kind of interesting. This like run, at least for Zora's Domain, has been garbage. Like, I'm not proud of this run at all, but okay, actually, I'm proud of parts of this run. I'm proud of the golds that I've gotten and everything like that. But I'm not necessarily proud of my Zora's Domain or anything like that. Like, my Zora's Domain was mediocre to bad, I'd say. And yet, somehow, the rest of my splits hold it together and manage to make this run work pretty well. I say right before this run dies because I fall in the water here. Okay, thankfully I saved that. It's going to be time loss. I'm definitely going to light green this split, but... Okay, here we go. This is where I need to be. Right there. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. It's going to be light green, but we'll see if I can make the rest of this split gold worthy. Which means basically the rest of this segment's going to be good. But the beginning of this segment is garbage. Okay, here we go. And go up. Beautiful. About as good as I can ask for. There we go. Up. And over. I believe this is where we want to be. A little bit bumpy. A lot of airtime. But it is fast. I feel like that entire area is like low airtime strats are just out the window. How much time am I losing for this segment? Looks like it's not going to be a ton. But it looks like it's not going to be a happy amount either. It's just going to be kind of rough. 2 seconds of time? I didn't realize I was going to save any time. Okay. That's good. That's really good. Now, let's see if I can manage to get this little hill correct. Okay, beautiful. And there we go. Okay, and hop off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw it all in. Get on the bike and go. I think that's the last refuel of the run. You don't have to worry about refueling anymore. Glad that's over. Watch me somehow run out of fuel right before No Ancient Tech Lab. Because I, like, lose the run disastrously. I'd be crushed. I'd be crushed if the run died here. Okay, here we go. I'm expecting gold. Gold! Yes. Ever so slightly faster than my PB. Or, sorry, ever so slightly faster than my best. Which is good. Well, it's my PB segment, technically. It's my personal best segment, but it's not the segment that I got on my PB, therefore it's not my PB. Anyway. I have to be very, very clean for Kakariko, because... Kakariko to Fort Hatno, because apparently there's not a lot of wiggle room for time there. Also, at this rate, I'm going to be getting a beautiful time. We'll see if I can manage to keep this run going well. My prediction is that I'll probably lose a second or two over the next couple of segments. But I don't think the run should die at this point. I'm not trying to, like, jinx it, obviously, but... if I'm not trying to jinx it, then I shouldn't say anything, but yeah. I should just be like those silent streamers who just do runs with no audio whatsoever, and just, you know... well, they do it with audio, they just don't do it with, like, voiceovers or anything like that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go up. Okay, turn. Beautiful. Up the hill. Up the hill we go, Link. I think I know the strat. The strat to gold. I'm going to gold this next split. Are we? Oh gosh, we're not going to be in the sun anytime soon. I'm going to be going through the rain to try to find Fort Hatno, and that's going to be rough, but it's fine. Okay, at least I got on the path for this. Okay, beautiful. Get on the bike. No, I'm not going to risk anything on this bridge. I always do, like, some funny kind of jump off the bridge. You know what? Actually, I take it back. I'm going to do the jump. Ah, ha, ha, it worked. Risky strats always pay off, guys. Definitely. I definitely haven't ruined runs trying to do jumps like that. Is this seriously? Yeah, that's right where I need to go. That's crazy. I didn't realize how winding this path was. And, like, I didn't realize how far to the left of this field the gates were. But yeah, I need to come over here a little bit. I'm gonna gold this. Oh, 1.5 second gold. Which is more like half a, or 3/4 of a second, because I golded by 3/4 of a second, but I PB'd by 1.5 seconds. Okay, here we go. I've got 5 seconds of time save. This is good. This is wonderful. This is great. This is glorious. This is going to be one of the best runs I ever get. As long as I don't mess up here, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm wonderful. I'm great. It's already a little bit of time loss. That's alright. I'm going faster out here. Fastest route there is. Guys, ending off this beautiful run. Fastest route. The best skip I've ever found. But yeah. You know, this is a nice run. Nice. Calming. Well, I've actually had a wonderful time figuring out all of the routing for this. I mean, running the category is even more fun. But yeah, it's just crazy. Crazy that, like, to think that I might be the world record holder right now. As long as I don't goof. Goof! Okay, here we go. Goof. Okay, get off the mic. Is that the... Okay, that's kind of weird. Usually that works. I'm gonna lose like 5-6 seconds because of that. And what could have been a very, very good PB. Regardless, still gonna get the world record. So, okay, not as great as I had hoped, but you know, you can only expect so much. Okay, I lost 6 seconds there. That's still world record though. That's a... It's less than 3 seconds. It's like 2.08 seconds or so. No, it's 2.98. That's what it is. It's 2.98 seconds. I'm happy with that though. Hopefully I can do even better next time, considering that I redded that last split and there were a couple of light greens in there as well, you know. Multiple mistakes I've made. Oh well, you know, I was getting a little bit cocky with that fence. I thought, because like in practice, pretty much what happened was I found a way to hop that fence almost 100% of the time, but I think I got my angle a little bit off, and so I missed the fence. But otherwise, that was a really good run. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all in my next PB. Bye.